So we had left off, Arkul had knocked the legs out from one of the trolls, sending it crashing to the ground, and then giving it a stunning chop with his hand before dashing off the safety of the others. Since we're still learning about the characters and some of the mechanics of the game, tell us a little bit about like what you actually did. You said you have like 120 feet of movement. Tell us how you're getting that and like the abilities that you're using.
So as for the speed, pretty sure it's just like a lot of like agility and training. But probably almost supernaturally fast. As for how he attacked, I mean, he seems to fight sort of like in a very yeah, he's clearly very used to fighting unarmed more than anything. But on top of that, the skill and the prowess that he struck with, he seemed to sort of channel some unseen energy as he was attacking as well.
Having taken up a position in the rear and then moving forward, you see Merrick, Caspian, and Vint moving closer toward Sav's position. But as there's some movement up in the cliffs, some bits of snow and rock falling down, you see Merrick turn his eyes up there. He's in the cliffs. Be careful, they're trying to get behind us. And there is... I should mention... Yeah, there is once again a strange feeling, like a connection between all the characters, and then a flash of white. Mosriel and Salinger. Go. You can see that Merrick has drawn a sword from his scabbard, while Vint has taken a sling up from his belt. He's fished around and pulled out what seems to be a shiny pebble, put it in the sling, and starts to spin it. Whereas Caspian is taking a short bow off of his back, knocking an arrow. Ashen, your turn.
Ashen raises his war pick into the air and clangs it into his shield, which is a round shield with balanced scales on the front of it. And when he does, he speaks a low word. Reterun! Ding! And when that clang rings out, these kind of pieces of paper with runes inscribed on it shoot out from his shield and start to spin around him in a whirlwind, and they're more and more faster and faster, kind of encompassing Peach and... Is that Harcool there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the papers start to kind of flap almost in flight, and they turn into a circle of ravens as he casts Spirit Guardians at level 4.
What's the radius of Spirit Guardian?
It is a 15-foot emanation from me.
So that should move with your character and roll 20 as you move around.
Yeah. I'm not sure why the last D8 got a 0, but I'm going to roll another D8 for that upcast. And then he turns to Harcool just and gives him a nod, and then runs towards the troll in front of them.
Oh, well, here's what seems to be an interesting change to some old rules. It seems to say whenever the emanation enters a creature space, it activates the ability, which is not how it used to work. That's interesting.
Here comes Spirit Lawnmower.
So I think it would hit that one right in front of me.
I do believe so.
That's a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw.
Is this something that would be visible from everybody on roll 20? I don't see anything.
Oh, the emanation?
I see it.
Anyone else? Can everyone else see
You
it?
should see it now.
I can't see.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's an option that I have to reveal or hide it.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, thank you.
That's actually super helpful. It's much larger than I realized.
Yeah, and Peach and Harcool, you feel these ravens, almost paper-like, flitting around you, but they're not actually harming you in any way.
And you said I'm making a saving throw for the creature. It's a wisdom saving throw. Looks like a 28.
So he does make that save, so he'll take half, which half of 24, so he'll take 12 radiant damage.
Yeah. So the creatures are resistant to radiant, but resistances don't stack now, I do believe. So just resistance is resistance, so it still takes the 12 damage. Yeah. Wait. No. What's off of 17? More like 8?
So it's 24 total. I rolled that extra d8, which is
12.
got 7. So it made it save, which is half damage, so 12. And then is it resistant as well? So it would take half of 12?
No. Resistance is just resistance in, I think, the core rules. So if you're resistant, you're just resistant. They don't stack together. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah. He, Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say you probably see the troll swiping at the air as these papery ravens are circling and spinning by and swiping at.
Yeah, he runs forward here. Would that emanation hit that troll up there then?
No. Let's
See 4 cubes.
D&D. Yes, he is a large creature. In terms of, do you know top of your head if there are any solid rules for when area of effect is affecting a creature? Remember something
I
about
think it's when 3 corners are within the area of effect.
Okay.
Or no, sorry. It's when at least half of the block of the square is within it, or half of the creature's presence.
half of the creature's total squares?
I think so, yes.
Okay, yeah, so I don't think, so essentially like the center of the creature, I don't think that's going to quite qualify.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's in Shadowrun, it's like if 2 of the corners or something like that are in it.
Mm-hmm.
So in this instance, just for my understanding, the one to the northwest is definitely not in it. Is the one to the southeast, would he be considered in or out?
To me, it looks like the edge of that circle is reaching the center of the thing.
Okay, so that would be, so he's in?
I believe so.
Okay. Just,
Okay.
I don't have too many of those things. but
Well,
I'll
let's
just-
say the center is maybe a simplification that I made. Chris was saying that the rules say half of the creature's total space. So maybe in that case, with the current position, maybe.
Okay. It would be really. Oh, it's fine. I don't have anything that it affects, but okay.
Yeah, so
I'll say this because I think it'll make it a little easier. Yeah, if I think easier to judge, because sometimes different creatures' graphics affect different sort of sizes and stuff like that. And I might change this later if I find a detail in the actuals. But we'll say if the area of effect is overlapping the very center of the creature, then it's inside.
Okay, got it.
So in this case, yes, this creature would be at the very possible edge of being affected by the spell. And if someone has time between turns, and if you find the actual roll, if it gives it a solid detail, because we'll go as close to the rules as we can.
yeah, so Ashen runs to this point and skids in the snow, looking up at the creature to the northwest, and then turns back to the other creature and steps down towards him with his war pick. And he takes a swing at him. Using this ability.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, so as a war priest, he can use a bonus action to make a melee attack. And he takes his war pick and kind of swings up and through at the underside of the creature's chin.
You'll be making an attack roll.
It's a 27 to hit.
27 certainly does hit this creature. So 5 piercing. piercing
So,
damage.
yeah, and when he strikes, there is a flash of light as a couple other things trigger. Yeah, so his war pick comes up and strikes just under the mandible, leaving a gaping hole that starts oozing and dripping. And he'll take, let's see, 5 piercing, 6 psychic damage, and 8 necrotic damage.
Looking at 10 total damage after doing resistances.
Are they resistant to psychic and necrotic as well?
Yes.
Oh, dang. They're resistant to everything.
But
And
the damage is effective, though. You are hurting the creature, and you can see its head snaps back and it staggers from the blow under its chin.
yeah, and I imagine the weight of the blow kind of, as it staggers the creature a little bit, his vision blurs slightly, and this happens. As he triggers Sap, my mastery with a war pick.
His next attack will be disadvantage.
And that is my turn.
So, yeah, help me remember the disadvantage on that creature.
Cool.
you're up.
A creature on the cliff that's above. I probably can't see him from this angle.
No, not currently. You probably saw a glimpse of him moving up there, but do not currently have him.
Then, unfortunately, since the bird takes to move after me, I think I'll just go ahead and use my bonus to make it do its thing. So the cannon that's clutched in its grasp sends out a burst of white light and golden lines, and she gains 1d8 temporary hit points, I think.
The bird does, or you do?
With my bonus action, I'd cause the cannon to trigger and to send out a burst of temporary hit points within a 10-foot radius. There we go. Up to 13 HP. So, just me for now.
Okay.
And then I think I'll move up.
Yeah. Just so you know, your microphone's kind of like behind you, so it's not.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. If you are talking, you're transmitting, but we're not hearing anything. Yeah, we can't hear anything at all now.
The mic doesn't like being over there.
Did you hit the mute button? by
Oh,
any
yes.
chance?
Okay, I accidentally hit the mute. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. She is. I think. Yeah, okay. They'll move over to this area here. And then from here, cast a glance around, they can see this guy. I don't think they can see the other one behind it, but they can see these two, including this one that's in a bad way. And so they spread out their hand toward those two who are clustered or who are sat next to each other. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Their hand unnecessarily and call out a word and lights these glimmering multicolored lights and glinting lines flash up around these two in a 20-foot cube, which should get all of them, or at least both of them. Yeah. And cast Fairy Fire. Just in case that one that's prone, stunned, and bloody isn't having a bad enough day. The dex save DC 18.
Save 18. And these rules you guys are putting in the chat, we'll go over in just a second. Let's see. Dexterity save. DC 18. Control. It's a 10, that's going to be a failure.
What about the other one?
I'm rolling a second. Sorry, I made the mistake of reading what you guys are in there, so I missed what you were doing. That's a 20 for the second one.
And then I think at the end of their turn, the flying creature, the mechanical bird, is going to move up 30 feet.
To make sure that I understand, this group here, These are the ones you're hitting verify, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the larger one has failed it, but the smaller one succeeded. Excellent. And then the bird. You birds. Okay, so let's go over some of these rules you guys linked, because I like these. Okay. Just to make sure I understand, these are not an interpretation of your rule. This is of a rule. Is this the text of the rule? I like the second part. I agree with. But for Harkul, that first part of the AOE, is that coming from a quote, or is that an interpretation?
Unless the rule changed drastically in 2024, that's how it worked, and it seems to be what was in the link that Chris provided.
Oh yeah, I couldn't find it in the DMG. That was just all I've been able to find so far in like the turn that I had to look. They have a whole thing about cover, but otherwise nothing else.
Is that the DMG or the player's handbook?
It's the DMG. That quote that I pulled specifically is from the DMG. Not sure about the
Yeah, that makes sense for the hex. It is interesting in the country. Let's check the player's handbook real quick, actually, just see what it says. I'll probably keep going through, but just see if you can find that player's handbook if it has.
Yeah, I was looking there first.
Awesome. But I definitely, Duff put a really good point here that passing a saving throw is not applying resistance to a character; it just cuts damage in half. So they might. I'm going to keep the damage on that last attack just to keep it simple. But yeah, you could take half damage and then also have resistance from like two very different sources. So that's a good point. Yeah, so the frost troll that's lying on the ground has become more vulnerable to attacks because of the modes of magic. Let's see. Anything else in your turns?
That's it for me.
Okay. Peach Pie.
Peach glances down at Ashen and Harkul and sees that they're not in imminent need of assistance. So she looks back at the troll that she's taken aim at with Vithedrian's rifle, and she's going to take an advantage shot at him. So I haven't set up advantage for the weapon yet. I don't really know how, so I'm just going to click it twice. Is that okay?
I think so. When you say click it twice, what do you mean?
Like, on my character sheet, I can press the attack for the rifle, and because it's advantage, because I took aim last turn.
Oh, I see. There should be a way up the top of your character sheet to tell it to roll with advantage. Should be like a toggle up there, like roll with advantage, I think.
Okay. At the top of the character sheet?
Yeah, on Roll20.
Very, very
It's
tough.
right next. Yeah, it's right. It's between manage and public or whisper.
If you select the query option, it'll ask you each time.
Great, thank
Has
you
it
guys.
actually gotten query to work?
I don't know. I haven't tried it in this edition, actually. I've just put
I'm
it on.
just going to try it.
Sure.
I'm going to try it now. That'd be great. All right, so Peach is going to attempt a shot, and Kate is going to attempt to query.
Oh, very nice. Well, looks like you got yourself a critical hit with 20 plus 9. So click crit damage and let's see what it does. Okay, looks like it did that correctly. So you're taking an 11 piercing damage. And sorry, could you click on the creature you're attacking one more time? Or tell me which one?
It's the one that's prone and has the red dot and the pink dot and everything. The one that we've been attacking. The one that Peach is essentially putting out of its misery at this point.
Okay, this one is bloodied. Let's see. Now, attacking a creature that is prone at range imposes disadvantage, I believe. And then, so you would actually not have advantage, I think, if you were attacking that creature. But you know what? I kind of like that from your elevated position, that might change the situation a little bit, because it's a little flatter to you, because you're higher up. So let's actually let you keep your advantage on that one.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you're looking at 11 damage. It does have resistance, I do believe. So that's going to go down to 6.
And so Peach notices that the shot hits. It's a good hit, but it does very little damage. And she sighs and turns on her heel, and will use her bonus action to essentially teleport to a different rock. And I'm going to grab her and do that as soon as I can figure out how to do that.
Sounds good.
That will end her turn.
Did we do away with bloody damage, or is that still a thing?
Yeah, no, that was a house rule from last time. That
Gotcha.
Yeah, you see Merrick's eyes cast up at the cliffs above. He glances over to the melee that's happening down below, but turns his attention back up to the cliffs. And he is going to hold his action for if that creature jumps down at the group. And in fact, some more snow and debris falls as that frost troll appears sort of at the edge of the rocks up above. It snarls and then kind of tosses itself off the side, but grabs on with its claws and starts dragging downward, coming down the rocks. And there's spray of debris as it slides down. Makes it to about there. You can see it's holding onto the rock face, looking down at all of you. It's snarling, looking for an opportunity, a weakness, somewhere to attack. Squire, your turn.
Okay. Yeah. Watching as the troll he fired at before sort of falls on its side, he kind of swears to himself as he's knocking another arrow, trying to get an angle on it and realizing it's a bit harder. He is prone, correct?
Yeah, still prone.
Yeah. So he kind of quickly switches targets and takes aim at the smaller troll standing right next to him. And, yeah, taking aim, he's gonna fire a shot.
And when you say taking aim, are you using like elven accuracy or using ability, or
Yeah.
is it just narrative?
Yeah,
Okay.
as a bonus action for the the rogue's bonus action to take aim at the other one. Apologize. There. Okay, I think he rolls a 20. Looks like a 28 to hit.
Yeah, it hits the creature.
Okay, he does 20, looks like 24 Yeah, 24 piercing damage for the creature with a regular arrow.
Yeah, you strike the creature true, but you can tell that this arrow isn't quite as effective as that silver one was, so it will take 12 points of damage.
Tix goes ahead and in quick succession takes another shot. And for another 8 piercing damage with a regular arrow.
That sounds good. Next time, let me know what type of arrow you're using before you roll, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem. He sort of moves back from the rock just a small bit, trying to get an angle on, the other trolls to have a better view of more targets, and that'll end his turn.
Awesome, yeah. So now there are 2 arrows pincushioning out of the smaller frost troll. He's staggered from each of them, but he's still looking strong. Next to me.
Hearing the frost troll come falling down the cliff, turning and seeing that Merrick is kind of behind everyone, and remembering what Ethan Squire was talking about, that we need him, he's going to turn and go mano a mano with this troll. And will take some swings with his glasswood spear. .23 to hit.
It does indeed hit. Oh, I think I was unclear with what I'm doing with the map there. I just realized it's still way up in the... It's like halfway down that cliff face. The bottom of that cliff face is here.
Oh.
It's like... Yeah, it's still up in the rocks.
Is it... okay, and given that, does it look like it's making its trajectories towards everyone that's kind of on the back line, or is it like going towards the downed larger troll?
Based on the way it's looking around, it looks as though it's deciding what to do still.
Great. In that case, I'll just reposition Bax real fast, and he will instead take some pot shots at it with his short bow. So let me re-roll that. Ooh, natural 1. Wait! I have an inspiration. I will re-roll my natural 1.
Okay, let's check something. For heroic inspirations, can you do that in response to a roll?
Yes.
That's actually now how heroic inspiration works. You don't call it before, you use it to re-roll the roll.
Awesome. So,
I think they just decided to realize everyone did that anyway. So we're like, fine.
Okay, well, let's apply it. Reroll that attack.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
This is a regular arrow, but I am going to use a maneuver and turn it into a goading attack as well to do so. That'll do an additional D8. So that'll be a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Do a Wisdom save from the creature. It's a 13. Probably going to be a failure.
That fails.
So you see as the arrow hits it, the creature, which was starting to look over at Peach, fixes its eyes onto you, Bax.
Yep, so that'll be for 4 piercing damage, which will be halved, I'm sure. Plus Vex. Where did I put that? Oh, and because I have Vex, I have advantage on my next roll against the creature. Oh, but let me add that D8 real fast as well. So an additional 7 damage.
So it's 11, cut in half, rounded up 6.
Second attack. Dog, this bow does not want to work for me. I don't think I have anything for that second natural one, so I think I just get the one attack.
Oh no. Yep, so that natural 1 will miss.
Yeah, so, and then do I have anything worth doing with my bonus action? I don't think so. Nope. So, use my remaining movement to switch weapons, switch my weapon back to the glasswood spear, and end my turn waiting for the troll to come at me, bro.
Caspian runs forward, bow in hand, and seeing Bax send that arrow flying, says, "Oh, he's got the right idea." And he pulls out his bow and starts firing at that one up. Well, 22 to hit from Caspian. And 17 points of piercing damage, which will cut down to 8. And then Caspian's turn. Frost Troll is beginning its turn here in all these paper ravens with Ashen. It's going to turn its attention onto him. Get to swipe with claws.
It will be disadvantaged.
Again, can I set? It's interesting. I have it set to... Weird, on the NPC sheet, that drop-down menu does not work. Wait, well, I rolled a lot of times. Oh, that's damage. Okay, so the lower of the two is a 20. Does a 20 hit your armor class?
Does not.
Yeah, there's a shing sparks against your armor. The creature snarls to attack. Unaffected. And then the creature is going to be ending its turn inside of your area of effect, I believe.
Am I re-rolling damage each time?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And does it make a new? It makes a new saving throw. Yeah.
It does, yeah.
This is wisdom.
DC 18.
Okay, so 25. So it'll pass. It'll take
6 total radiant damage. Half of 13 and then halved again for resistance.
We'll round up to 7, I believe, on the 13, right? Round up to 7 and then, so 4.
Right.
Alright, yeah. Papery ravens slashing across this creature's thick hide. The large one that was prone and glimmering with fairy fire does stand up. It looks around and it is going to leap up onto the rocks. Here with Peach. And it's going to swipe at Peach with its claws. Does not have advantage. Does a 15 hit your armor class, Peach?
Oh no.
And claws swipe right by. It's going to be the creature's turn. Another one enters the circle of ravens. I'll need to make a saving throw. Looks like it'll pass that saving throw.
Alright. So half 18, 9, half of 9. Are we rounding down? 4?
I think we just round up for everything now.
5. 5 radiant damage.
Excellent. And this one comes at you as well. Flanking, attacking, and with a pack with its clanmate. It's going to...
And it is difficult terrain moving through that, just a heads up.
Okay. Yeah, and you just see the creature, seems to... It doesn't... Well, we'll say it has enough movement to reach you despite the difficult terrain.
Yeah.
However, 10, I don't believe it's going to hit your armor class. And so
Does not.
managed to describe for us, as these two creatures are on the other side of you, swiping with their claws. What do people see as they watch Ashen fight?
Yeah, so Ashen is probably 6'9", 6'10", just a large man in full plate armor. And he is super businesslike and efficient on the battlefield. Like, you see him raise his shield to block the first whole attack, and then almost as in time just turns to, as efficiently as possible, block the second attack. He's moving very little in his combat, but each movement is super precise and what's needed in order to block these strikes.
Awesome. Out of the corner of your eye, Ashen, as you're in the melee with these two frost trolls, you see the frost troll on the rocks by Peach take another swipe at her, striking for 31 points of slashing damage. I mean, we were just correcting a statistic thing from earlier. Anything else on your turn?
Whose turn? It was the troll's turn.
Oh, yes. Excuse me. Well, the troll's going to be ending its turn. Oh, can it take damage twice on the same turn?
No, I think it's only once. Let me just double check, but it should be only once.
Okay.
Yeah, only once per turn.
You see up above, Vint moves down the path, and he's got that sling in the sand, and he spins up one of the stones. Is going to try to hurl it at the creature up on the cliffs. And I think that is long range for him. So, disadvantage. The lowest of the two is a 20, so that sling stone hits the creature in the side of his head, and it shakes it a little bit. He's gonna do 8 points of damage. It's Haleth, Elenasti, it's your turn.
Okay, so firstly, Talith is going to spend 2 sorcery points to use the Quicken Spell Meta Magic option. Actually, I'm not sure. Oh, wait, there it goes. And then he is going to cast Fly on himself as a bonus action.
Ooh, what's it look like as he does this?
So, all that really happens is that people would notice light course through his veins, tracing every part of the veins in his body as it flashes very briefly. And he lifts into the air, seeming like he's hovering as someone with wings. But there's not really any wings to be seen. It's like they're there, but they should be there, but they're not. As he just hovers in the air, briefly floating up and down. And then from there, he is going to move. Next to Peach and level with the troll, and he is going to give 2 attacks with True Silver Vivian.
I will say that creature is elevated kind of up above you. You need to climb up into those rocks a little bit. Do you have enough movement left to do that?
Oh, yeah, he has 60 feet of movement.
Okay,
so,
you're good
yeah.
then.
So would I need to place him?
I think you're fine. We just need to account for, like, it's up there. But if you have movement left, you can climb up the rock.
Okay, yeah. And then that was to roll for the first attack.
22 hits the creature. Oh, and you're flying anyway. You're not even climbing.
And he would
Yeah.
have advantage, I think, right? Isn't he like?
Fairy fire on that big guy.
Yeah, there is fairy fire. So roll again to see if you get a critical.
Okay, that's the first attack. Does he get advantage on his second attack too?
I do believe so. Oh,
advantage?
Very nice.
And that's the crit damage.
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to parse out kind of what I'm seeing here. So, so it rolled. Okay, I see. Those are 2 different sources.
Oh yeah, the D4 radiant damage.
Okay, so the damage for the first attack, we're looking at 8 silver, 2 radiant. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's gonna be 9. And then the second one, 9 silver, 8 radiant.
Yes.
So it'd be 13. Nice. Yeah, as you slash into this creature, more blood spills out onto the rocks. This creature is getting pretty badly hurt. You're seeing exposed muscle and bone.
Okay, and then do we get to speak freely if it's on our turn, or is that like a bonus action?
Yeah, you can speak freely on your turn, like a full breath worth of words, basically.
Okay, he will shout towards everyone within earshot, and he'll say, "If it's anything like the last one, fire and silver seem to work against it."
Nice.
And he will leave his card face up in attack position, end his turn.
All right. Nicely done. From down below, this larger troll leaps up onto the rocks as well. And this one is going to start taking swipes. Now with these long arms, Talith, you are actually in reach of this one, so it's going to attack both Talith, Peach.
Can he use his reaction to impose disadvantage with protection on the attacks against Peach, since she's within 5 feet?
Potentially. Click the actual ability, report that, and let's see if it has a range limit.
Okay.
But if I remember correctly, it's a creature that's within 5 feet of you, no matter the source of the attack. But let's double check, because everything's new now. Yep, so even a ranged attack, it looks like, if I'm understanding this correctly, you could try to interpose your shield to protect them.
Okay, so yeah, he'll do that.
Alright, so there's an attack coming first at Peach. And this is 13 to hit, which I think does hit your armor class. So you are... yeah, so you're looking at another 37 points of slashing damage as this troll from the other side is leapt up into the rocks, raking you with its claws. And almost in the same motion, the swipe carries over its Talith. Oh, but it's disadvantaged, so we have to roll again. Because we literally just know this. I rolled with advantage. The second one was still higher, like it's still 2 rolls. So the lower of the 2 still hit. Anyway.
Peach is bloody.
So that's an indicator. There's no mechanical thing to that, I think, in this edition, but it is an indicator to the others without saying numbers that Peach is pretty badly hurt. Now there's the attack swiping towel. And no advantage here. That's a 16. The 16 doesn't hit your armor class.
No, it does not.
Yeah, trying to interpose your shield to Peach. She does get hit, but that sparks off of your shield and you protect yourself.
It wasn't the intention, but it works.
Yeah, the smaller troll there to the south. South, I guess that'd be the west. Starts moving upward. It looks around. It's going to actually leap up into the rocks. No, I don't want to actually overlap their spirit. Even though that's like a lower level than above it, but so it's there. And it's 2 is going to swipe first at Talith. It's a 22 to hit on Talith.
That does hit.
Yeah, so this one jumps up and scrapes you from behind. You're looking at 35 slashing damage. And then its other claw comes at Peach. That's going to be a 27, which will hit. So you're looking at 30 more slashing damage, Peach.
Peach falls unconscious.
So you see as that creature swipes its claws into Peach, she's thrown down into the snow, rifle hitting the ground beside her. There's blood splattered out in the snow, stark red against the white. Aloysius.
Just gonna move 30 feet down. From there. Which I think he'll double move. So, 30 feet. Like, I'm still gonna circle. Yeah, okay. Him.
Anything else on Lucis's turn?
That's it for him.
Hercule.
All right. So I understood what you meant earlier as well, describing the speed at which with which I moved. So usually I don't move necessarily 120 feet, but I had used like a focusing ability that allowed me to speed even more. And that's actually what Harkle will do this time as well. And he'll use Step of the Wind, and so actually before that uses another ability that I seem to have, which is Blood of the Tranquil Stones.
Ooh, okay. And
So
we might change that ability later, but for right now, use it as
yeah, no, exactly. So basically, in like a fraction of a second, he'll like from his perspective, time will stand still. He'll focus his attention and his energy, and so I'll activate Blood of the Tranquil Stones as a free action. As a bonus action, actually not even as a bonus, not yet. Actually, yes, I will. So I'll channel that energy I was talking about as a bonus action and activate Flurry of Blows. I'll dash in to actually how high? Actually, this may not work. How high is the rocky platform there?
The rocks that these trolls and Peach are on are 15 feet off of the ground.
Okay. Yeah, that may not work. Okay. And I'll still do that. Then I'll move in. I'll activate. Yeah. Oh no, I have this obstacle here. Yeah, okay, that will work. Yeah.
If you want to, if you want to try to vault over that, I'll allow you a DC 17 athletics or acrobatics skill check to try to leap it.
Okay, sure. I'll try and acrobatics. DC 17, you said?
Yeah, if you fail, it'll stop your movement.
Right now they're surrounded by 3 and Peach is unconscious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll try an athletic.
Give us a little bit of a visual as Harkle takes off. And goes for the leap. It's a 13 on the die, but you have bonuses.
So I rolled a 13 on the first one and an 11 on the second one. Yeah, no, that failed. Damn.
Okay, yeah. So as you run up to make this leap, some of the stone and the ice looser than you thought. It breaks out from under your foot, and you lose your traction there at the stones.
Okay, yeah, at the base there. I'll use action surge then.
Okay, so you can take a dash action if you action surge.
Yes, but that was my movement that was halted. So like as the action surge, actually my regular action, I'll dash.
Okay, excellent. So go ahead and finish that movement. You can finish jumping down the rocks without a cost. Now, if you action surge, it'll give you another dash action, but I don't think action surge gives you an entire movement. It gives you new movement unless they change something. I don't know.
No. So basically, as my regular action, I'll use dash
Yeah,
to have another dose of movement, basically.
S-
But then I'll use my action surge afterwards to have my regular action.
Yeah. Before you even do the action surge, do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
Not yet, because I'll use it where I'll end up, basically.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, basically I'll with the rest of my movement, I'll move up to the hill, and it's how much distance you said? 15 feet?
15 feet off the ground, yeah. Looks like you have just enough.
I have just enough, so yeah, I'll go up and I'll climb up. Would it require a check, or I can just use? Actually, no. I can with my ability, I can go vertically or on liquid surfaces as long as I have movement.
Sounds perfect for this.
Yes. So Harkul will speed to the cliffside and run up without losing inertia up to where Peach is, and will. So that was my regular action.
On the map, it'll be confusing because you'll be occupying the same spot, but I think you can be under Talith because Talith is flying.
Okay. Okay. And in that.
Actually,
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I realize I should probably. I think I need to make concentration saving throws for the 2 attacks that Talith got.
Yeah, please do. Actually, because Peach is incapacitated, I think you can actually occupy her space.
Did Talith get hit by those attacks?
Oh wait, he got hit by one of the attacks, so he's got to make one of them.
Yep.
Wait, to do the concentration saving throw, do I just click Constitution?
Yeah, just remember that if you have the Warcaster feat, I just don't remember if you do, you have advantage on that.
Okay, yeah, I do. Okay.
Yeah, and if that results in anything, let us know. Harkul, go ahead and continue.
So once I'm watching over Peach and like side by side with, I'm trying to remember the name. Sorry.
Talith is above you.
Talith, thank you. So I'll once again like go into a focused trance and start just lashing out with precise strikes. I'll start unleashing a flurry of blows. But interchangeably, I had already drawn my quarterstaff. This is what I used to topple the first troll in the last session. So I'll intersperse blows with quarterstaff strikes and elbows and kicks. So I'll do my first. This one as fairy fire.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll use my first unarmed strike on this one with a kick, and I'll try to push it off the ledge. So my unarmed strike won't deal damage, but it will, if it succeeds, shove the troll off the cliff.
Excellent. One thing to resolve real quick. Did you fail that concentration check?
So you said it has to be half of the damage I took?
Yeah, so if you took 30, for example, you need a 15.
Okay, I'm trying to go back and see how much I took.
It was 31, I think.
Okay, then I failed, it looks like then, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to say, as you're leaping up there, Harkul, you see that larger troll, the one that you're just about to attack, backhands Talith and sends him flying and hits this tree. And snow hits the ground, but that creates an opportunity for you to attack, so you can narrate your attack there.
I actually won't take that opportunity with my reaction, though. I'll keep it for something else.
No. More what I mean is, this was a thing that was supposed to happen earlier in the round, I'm just putting it here because we didn't know the resolution. And so this just in this narratively, this creature backhands Talith, knocks him into that tree, and now you can narratively continue your attack.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Thank you. Then, if Talith was hit and is no longer there, that would change probably my action. Instead, I'll use my action surge to use Step of the Wind, which will increase my speed. It allows me to use another dash action, but also disengage at the same time. And if I have an ally close by, I can take them, and they would not incur attacks opportunities, and I can speed away.
Ooh, tell us about this ability. What's the name of it?
Step of the Wind, but it's a heightened Step of the Wind that allows me to do this.
Interesting. Very cool.
So basically, so narratively, I'll try to stay into this vibe. Basically, I see Talith being swiped away, and this changes what I was about to do. I was about to enter a focused multiple strike stance, but rather than that, I see that we're all surrounded and Talith is away, so I'll focus in a different way. Scoop up Peach and vault off of the cliff to try to bring her to safety.
These creatures do not have the sentinel feet, so no, they're unable to stop you. You hear them swiping at you with their claws as you go, but it's ineffectual.
Okay, so I can move up to another 60 feet in this case. So I would bring Peach along with me where I went. Behind me, though. And then...
I'm going to put her in your square because physically holding her.
And then I'll stay at the ready. It's not a ready action, but I keep a stance with my quarterstaff to try to protect anyone who's in my area.
Can I use my reaction to when I see Harkle running closer with Peach to yell at him, "Stay close to the bird."
Okay. Yeah, I think that's short enough to where just a few words like that, you can just do it. More than that would take your reaction, but I think that's fine.
Is this a new 2024 thing to only be able to speak with actions or reactions? Or?
I don't like long-winded communication like during combat between turns. So just like a couple of words, 3 or 4 words is fine. Yeah, that's like a house rule.
And the bird is the icon I see.
I don't know if you can see the yellow glowing golden circle around it, but although to be fair, I don't think that would be visible in character. So.
But it is the icon I'm just pinging right now.
Yes.
So and you shouted to keep Peach within by
Stick close
the bird.
to it.
Okay.
So then they just said stick close to it.
I would probably adjust my as I'm dashing to more head towards the I would veer off slightly and head towards the bird then.
You brought Peach with you too?
Yeah. No. Basically, I would have gone there instead of where I went with your warning. It's just I can't control the token.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, fair.
Actually, Talith, give me a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. Let's see if you can roll up to your feet instead of landing prone.
Okay, you said DC 15 dexterity?
Saving throw, yeah.
So I just click the save option underneath dexterity, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that rolled with advantage.
No.
Oh, wait, yeah, I do. But it's 12.
It's okay. We just use the first dice. I roll advantage on everything just because it's faster. But yes. Yeah, it looks like... So yeah, you get smacked by this guy. You hit that tree. You end up landing in the snow. Dazed for a second. anything else on Harkle's turn? Sorry. Is there anything else on Harkle's turn?
Sorry, no, that was it. Yeah, thank you for asking.
Ashen, you're up.
And we're not doing stacking advantages or disadvantages.
No, any combination of advantage disadvantages counts as out entirely, and they don't layer.
Copy. Ashen stows his war pick and pulls out a battle axe. And then swings low at the creature in front of him. $19 to hit.
19 hits.
For 8 slashing. 7 psychic, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 7 psychic, and then 6 radiant damage.
So you're looking at 11.
And that triggers his mastery of battle axes. So he must roll a save. Let me check. DC 18 con save.
It's a failure.
Yeah, as the battle axe slashes through past the front leg into the back leg, just catches him right above the ankle and keeps pushing through as it sweeps the creature off its feet, and it lands in the snow with and he spins back around low on his legs to the other creature and stands up straight, and he'll take the dodge action. And that's my turn.
Requesting that I get put on the map first.
Yeah. And you are still in initiative as well. When we get to your initiative, I'll put you back.
Okay. Can you give me an idea where I'll be? Because then I can decide what I can do.
I just panned where you were.
Thank you.
The end of Ashen's turn, Ethan is watching all of this on the field and reaching for another arrow, and it's sort of an aside. He sort of cants his head a little bit towards Sav and says, "You wouldn't be able to just blow those guys up down there by any chance, would you?" He says, just pointing to the guys on the rocks.
Continue.
Oh, I wasn't sure if that was you were expecting a response.
Oh, that's fine. It's just the end of his turn. It's your turn now, so.
Oh, shit.
So you can say nothing. That's totally fine. It would have just been, he can just awkwardly be like, all right, that's fair.
Think. Well, first things first, I suppose. Sab takes a harried look at Teacher on the ground, her rescuer standing over her, and then at the various other trolls lying around, and mutters to themselves. And first things first, I think the cannon and the crit claws of the mechanical bird pulses with that white light, and pulses out to that radius of 10 feet to give everyone within that, including Alicia's. Not that I think it's actually totally needed, but. That much temp HP. And then they think they're going to. Oof. I can decide if I want to do the most optimal or the most fun. Or the most kind to another player, basically.
Do the most interesting thing. I'm here for the cinema.
I think having heard, I'm gonna blame this on Ethan then. Having heard Squire's words, they glance sidelong and say, not exactly blowing them up, but let's see about this. And then they, from out of their bracer, there comes, and a dagger punches out from inside of the bracer and begins to glow. And then she vanishes and will. Okay. I think I will. So that might. So I'll do this one. She casts Steel Wind Strike. It's going to target this guy. I don't know if you can see my arrow. Actually,
Yeah, I can see your arrows.
this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. For for the 5. So that's 1. Basically in that order. So that went 28 on that one. For 24 damage.
All right, and am I making saving throws, or do you make attack rolls?
No, this is an attack roll. And next is the other big one, which I don't think hits. The next one is the big one, which still has Fairy Fire on it. So 29. That will be 21 force damage. Now it's the lower one next to Ashen. It's 27. For 29 force damage.
I think you would be advantaged on that attack since he's prone, yeah?
Oh, is he? Yeah, okay, yeah. This is a melee spell attack, so yeah. Let me just roll that again. The attack. Nope, I'm gonna make that roll. And then my last one, which 19 for those little guys.
So all of those attacks hit, none of them missed. Describe to us what people see as you use the spell, which I think might be for the first time at least in a while.
Yeah. So as they flourish the blade that came out from the bracers, they vanish and then burst out in a puff of sparkles and shimmering golden lines right behind this guy, stabbing him in the back. Actually, I don't think I'll hit. Anyway, they pop out again and emerge on the other side of this one here, leading with a slash across the shoulder. Another, they push off, disappear into the air, come up behind the one that's still limbed with sparkles from her earlier casting of this fairy file. And this one manages to get a good hit sinking into its ribcage. And again, on this prone one. This one, she just lands on top of him, drives the dagger downward into it, and stands, whirls, disappears, ends up behind this guy, leading with a slash at its back. And then will disappear again, and I think I'm going to end up here. So basically, like, right there. And then they'll use their movement to skedaddle away. Which I assume you might try to take an attack of opportunity on me. That's fine.
Help me with which damage applies to which one a little bit. I was able to follow most of it in Roll20 chat, but I'm not entirely sure. Because there's one instance where like damage happened twice in a row.
The first one was a 20. That's this little guy.
Okay, got that one.
Yeah. Second one was a 17, so I think that missed, right?
17 hits.
Oh, 17 hits? Okay, nice. So that one was... I did not roll damage for that one, so I'm going to do that right now. Because I assumed it missed. So that's a 28 damage force on that one.
Okay.
The third one with the fairy fire on it took 21 force damage. The fourth one that is prone took 27 force damage. And then, oh, I don't think I rolled damage on the last one, because that 28 was from the one I just rolled.
Go ahead and roll that.
So it's a 24 force damage on the last one.
Alright. Yeah, blinking from target to target. Again, on the one that's most wounded, blood splatters out into the snow. It's gasping for breath. It's on its last legs, barely still alive, but still standing. And you're able to hit the other two in a flash, and then try to back away. The one on the ground, as you move away, attempts to take an awkward swipe at you from the ground. And you just physically stepped away, right?
Yep. It's disadvantage though, right? Or I guess it's the first one.
Yeah.
So no, they just skip over the slashing arm.
Awesome.
And that's the end of my turn. The bird will move. I think I'm gonna roll 1d2, and 1 goes to backs, 2 goes to top. So that one's gonna move south. Fly south about 30 feet. But unfortunately, the cannon has been used this turn, so. But it'll hover there.
Tell me a little bit. So that aura that's around the creature, is that temporary hit points that come and go? Or...
They're temporary hit points. I'm just using that so I know what the range is on it.
Okay.
They only happens if I use a bonus action on my turn to activate the protector cannon.
Okay, gotcha. So it's not an active ability right now.
No, the bird is a different creature that is carrying it around that acts after me, and right now has an order to follow Talith and or Bax.
Okay, sounds good. Peach Pine, please make a death saving throw.
Do temporary saving points work, or no, they don't work for that. Okay.
You get them, but they don't help anything with a state of consciousness.
Okay. Because she's at exactly 0 points. So, all right, I will attempt a death save.
It's one failure.
She's looking great.
Sav feels momentarily bad. There's like a little bubble of blood comes out of Peach's mouth.
Is she within line of sight of Ashen?
Not now. Because she's prone, there's too much in the way.
Cool.
Alright, you see Merrick's eyes darting around. Watch those cliffs! And he starts running towards Peach. And you see he's running there, and as he is, you see him fishing a potion out of his belt, but that's as far as you can get right now. Alright. There is, once again, that strange feeling, high-pitched sound, a connection between each of you, a flash of white, and then just like a single frame in your vision, you see Masriel reappear. Masriel, from your perspective, there was a flash and people are in different places. It's almost as though you've missed a moment. Glancing around, the battle's already in progress.
Oh. So here's a question: how many saving throws does Peach have to fail before she dies?
I believe it's still 3.
3. So if she fails the next one, there's still one more round before she could potentially die.
Unless she
Not
rolls
if
a
I
one.
crit.
Well,
If I
yeah, she
crit
made-
fail,
she-
I will die.
I have a tough choice to make. I have something that I think could be really useful, but I could also stabilize Peach right now.
This is a private choice for Mally to make.
One second. One second. I have to.
You've only got a handful of angels and devils across both your shoulders, just staring, pointing fingers at you.
I'm not looking at any of you right now.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I'm tap
Peach,
dancing.
everyone's choosing to do the cool thing instead of trying to help.
She took off her headphones. Quick, let's all talk mad shit about her right now.
Did you see her just popping into battle like it was nothing? Like, what the heck?
Who does that?
I
Really?
know. Who actually pops into existence like that?
Rude.
The way that she's tilting her head while she thinks.
Both Masriel and Peach are late. It's ridiculous.
Okay, I'm going to take a big gamble here, and the gamble is not with my life, but with Peach's. Sorry. I'm going to use my bonus action to use my innate sorcery to give my spell save DC of my sorcerer spells a 1-up, and I'm going to cast slow, and I'll draw where it's going to go.
Okay. As you activate this power, what does it look like?
Oh, hold on. So that's where it's going.
You'll get all 3 of those trolls.
I support this decision, just saying.
Masriel pops back into existence, and she, the only thing she sees immediately straight up ahead of her is the 3 trolls up close together, and she's like, "Oh, I can do something!" And you see her kind of wave her free hand in the air, and she kind of shakes her walking stick and points it in the direction of those 3 trolls, and this effect makes the air shimmer, like glitter kind of sparkling through the air, like almost like the look of snow, but you can't quite see it. Like it's making the air kind of move, and it flows like on a breeze towards these trolls and fills an area around them that leaves Talith out of it, who is behind a tree. It looks like on the map, so I don't know if Mossrail can see him anyways, but she manages to not get him there, just innately knows. And as this strange glitter swirls around these trolls, the air starts to thicken, and they feel almost like they're trying to move through thick mud, like the air becomes viscous and harder to go through. And that saving throw is a 17, and did you pass them all? God damn it. Wait,
Fortunately.
I might have a thing for this. Hold on.
Okay.
It must have been a Quebec thing. Well, I guess that doesn't work then.
As the air shimmers around them, you see these trolls roar with curiosity. They seem to be in some way resistant to the effects of your spell. You can see the ferocity in their faces, and their tusks bared, and you can see them looking over at the group of you with hungry looks on their faces.
Unfortunately, I think that's my whole turn.
Do you want to move anywhere or stay where you are?
I guess Peach is within range of me, but yeah, I guess I'll move a little close to Peach. After she casts a spell and she sees the spell, she's like, "Drat." And she looks around and she sees Peach in the ground. She's like, "Oh!" And she'll move over there to help, but won't help this turn.
Its eyes fixed onto Bax, this creature up on the rocks, goes leaping through the air. I think actually... We're going to say that's as far as it can make it. Yeah, so boom, lands there in front of Bax, coming down with a swipe of its claws. Just maybe goaded it. You're looking at a 23 to hit. Will that hit your armor class right now?
Hits, yes.
31 slashing damage.
I'll take it. As a reaction, I will take an opportunity attack as it has entered into my attack range with my polearm master feat.
Excellent.
$29 to hit. So that will be 9 piercing damage. And wait, why is it doing... Oh yeah, no, it is. And 6 radiant damage.
land a good blow as it trades with you, slashing across you with its claws.
Do mastery abilities apply to opportunity attacks as well?
That's a good question. I don't know. Do masteries apply with each hit or once per turn, or how does that work?
Let me check.
For sure, but I don't know if they require an attack action.
If it just says if you hit.
Okay.
In that case, it would be under the effect of sap, so it has disadvantage on its next attack roll. Oh, well, in that case, what would come first? Would it attack me first, or would I get my reaction off first?
I think you actually would get it first. Well, you both have reach actually. So, we'll say it's because it's the aggressor. It'll get it go first.
Right, yeah. That's fair. And then I have a point of order question, but that can wait until my turn begins.
Okay, that's good. Squire, you're up.
Okay. Yep. Squire moves up here next to where Sav was, sort of gives her a quick little nod like, yeah, that was cool. As he reaches back and he feels for the particular the type of arrow he's looking for, and so he's going to end up knocking a silver arrow, and he is taking aim at this small person. And he's going to take a shot at this person with sneak attack. Okay.
Ooh.
That is a critical. I don't know if that rolled twice. Can you guys tell me if that rolled twice?
It appears to have.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for the damage?
It rolled the base. It rolled the base damage twice, but not the sneak attack. You'll need to roll that.
All right, I'll roll 5 more d6. Okay, so that creature takes 59 silvered piercing damage.
Did I miss that you said it was a silvered arrow before?
Yes.
Okay, you did say. Okay.
I said he felt 4 in particular.
Awesome. And sorry, what's the full damage?
59 piercing damage.
Excellent. Blood splatters out across the snow. That creature has been badly wounded.
Okay.
Do you want to use mastery?
Oh, yeah. There's mastery on that creature. The next attack will also have advantage. But yeah, so it's gonna go ahead and actually, he changes targets and shoots at this big guy with a regular arrow.
Yeah, help me remember. There's not a great system for me like marking things. Is there like the next advantage or disadvantage? Unfortunately. So just help me remember the next attack against that guy has advantage, right?
Okay, will do. I believe this one also has advantage because he is glowing. That is only 1d6 plus 4. What is that? 7? 7 7 regular piercing damage to the big guy.
Where I don't see where are you seeing the damage?
Is it 1d6 plus 4? Does that 3 plus 4? Is that right?
Oh, it just automatically is rolling sneak attack and you're not.
Yeah. I'm not applying the sneak attack to that because I can only do that once.
Okay. All right. Yeah, more blood splatters out in the snow. That creature's so badly hurt. It's still standing.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, he says to himself, and as he knocks, he just performs an action surge and knocks another regular arrow, looking at that really big guy, saying to himself, come on, Again, has advantage. We'll take another shot at that creature. It's another 5 regular piercing, non-silvered.
Tell us a story.
Yeah. As he, frustrated, sort of loads quickly another arrow and takes aim at the other. Finally managed to find one that flies towards the chest area. The arrow seems to find an open slash from where someone had attacked the creature previously, and it flies inside, and the creature falls over to the side, dead.
It topples off the rocks. You hear the impact and a puff of snow as it hits the ground on the far side of those rocks.
Mm-hmm. And then he knocks one more arrow. Once again, this will be just a regular arrow. He points back towards the little guy. He's going to take one more shot. And 1 sec. I think I get one more. That looks like 2 rolls. I'll take one of the first ones. That's fine. 18. Does 18 hit?
18 hits.
All right. A regular 8 damage, 8 piercing damage from a regular arrow against the little guy.
More blood splatters against the snow. Still alive, but badly hurt.
And it says, shit. I think I just pissed it off. And, yeah, he's gonna move. Yeah, he's gonna move around a little bit. Sort of nod once again towards Sav as he skirts around into the area behind, right behind, he takes a few steps away to line up a next shot, apparently.
Next to me.
Okay, point of order. I forgot on my last attack, where I rolled a natural 1 for the short bow, that I had advantage on that from the Vex mastery ability that I used. I should have had advantage on that. Would it be alright if I re-roll that now, even though it's only going to be for like 2 damage, or nah, is it too late?
I think to keep with the flow, if it's something like that, you have the option, like, you can do it if you want. It's available to you, but if we miss it, let's try to just kind of go with the flow, if that makes sense. So you just give yourself, for now, just give yourself advantage on this next attack.
Okay. And then second is that I should have added a D8 to my reaction attack just now for Colossus Slayer. So I'll just roll that real fast. So that was an additional 2 damage to it. I bet it feels it now. All right. This thing is now in front of Bax. He just smiles to himself as it looms over him, and he just goes in on it first attack with the Glasswood Spear. You said
to clarify what I was saying, in the future, if you don't apply your own ability, you just missed.
Understood. Yeah, sorry about that. So first attack is going to be 17 to hit. That is 9 piercing plus 5 radiance plus an additional 4 for Colossus Slayer.
Okay, 10.
Second attack. It's 19 to hit.
Hit.
That is 7 piercing plus 6 radiant. And then bonus action, Bax is going to flourish the spear and swing the haft into the gut of this creature. And I'm also going to use a maneuver on this to turn it into a pushing attack as well.
Four- 14 on this. On this one, it slams the haft of your spear to the side.
I think that's action. Bonus. Yeah, and I think Bax will just kind of circle around to the other side of this thing to try and pull its attention, to try and keep its attention on him, and like stay in the corner away from everyone else. And that's my turn.
Caspian shouts out, "Oi, help her! We've got this one!" And he knocks another arrow. He's going to fire at the troll. Alright, he hits with a regular arrow. It sticks in the back of the creature. Back's on that side. You can see a single thorn sticking up from the creature's shoulder. And actually, yeah, blood splatters out in the snow. Caspian yells out, "How'd you see that? That was me!" One of the frost trolls faced off against Ashen here stands up and takes a swipe with its claws, working in tandem with the one on the other side.
I am dodging.
Dodging, this will be disadvantaged. Does a 20 hit your armor class?
It does not.
Sparks through the air as the claws scrape across your shield. Do you have a shield?
I do have a
You
shield.
do have a shield. And the creature is going to end its turn in your...
It's a DC 18 wisdom save.
Failure.
It will take half of 18 radiant damage. So 9 radiant damage.
Alright, you can see blood welling to the surface of all these cuts as the paper ravens are spinning, circling like a storm.
It's all 18, right? You failed.
That's resistant.
So he's resistant to radiant, so yeah.
The one on the other side of you comes in slashing with its claws. That'll be disadvantaged as well.
Ashen kneels and pivots.
An 11 will not hit you. More sparks against the armor. Ineffective claws.
I like how we've basically just ignored Ashen and he's doing totally fine by himself.
Is it ending its turn?
It is ending its turn in the radius.
DC 18 wisdom save.
And this time it will pass.
Makes that so half of 22 is 11, half of 11, 5 radiant damage to that guy.
6.
6.
papery ravens spinning around Ashen like a storm. Faces off against two of them. Vint tucks low and takes off in a little sprint. Passes by Merrick, who seems to flawlessly just offer the potion, snatches it out of his hand. Then he arrives over at Peach. You see him, he pulls a little cork out of the thing and pours a little bit of healing potion into Peach's mouth.
Oh, thank you to the NPC.
Hercule, if you'd like to, you could potentially roll to stop Vint from doing this, if you'd like to.
How much healing does Peach get? Am I just back stable?
You were at 0, right? Exactly?
Yes, I was at 0.
You are now at 28 hit points.
Okay.
Pulls it. Yeah, you gasp out full of life. Just a moment ago, there were claws and tusks and hatred all around you, and now there's a little halfling kneeling over you with a worried look on his face. You okay?
Peach raises herself up on an elbow, but she coughs and there's still blood coming out, and she can't speak. But she is conscious.
Nice. So all your death saving throws are refreshed. Talith, your turn.
It's half my movement to stand up or an action?
Ooh, what are the actual rolls on that? That was just a house roll that I had.
Normally, in 2014, it was half your movement, but I don't know if they changed that in 2024.
Let's just say it's half your movement for now. If something finds something else. I mean, I thought I made that up. Maybe it's an actual roll.
Okay. Then
It is half your movement.
perfect. Okay. So yeah, Talith will use half his movement to stand up, and he will hold out his sword and slash it across the ground. As you see, a familiar sight, fire begins to lift up right through. Actually, how does it work on like going across rocks and stuff like that if I did a wall of fire?
You just need to account for the vertical height as well. So it's like 10 foot on this side. Oh, you can't see my mouse. And 15 foot on that side.
Okay, got you. Okay, then in that case, let's see. Yeah, I'll probably do it there, but let me do the spell first.
Yeah. Chris, Wall of Fire has a 20-foot height. Can you cast that on an angle of terrain?
Yeah, it is a really funny kind of idea, right? Like if it's an L shape, like a corner, right?
Right, yeah.
Um,
Or is it just from the lowest point and then 20 feet up from that, no matter how tall the tallest point is?
Yeah, I think that'll be the way to do it.
Okay, so yeah, that should still work because it can be up to 60 feet long.
Okay. Yeah, you should be able to. There should be a way to. Actually, yeah, there should be a way to make your measurement sticky, and then I can mark it with something.
When you draw it, you toggle linger, and then you stay.
How do I toggle linker?
So click the measuring tool, choose the shape you want, where you want it to snap, where you want it to like click to,
Oh,
I usually do
okay.
edge, and then you'll see fade delay. Instant means it just stays for as long as you're clicking. Linger means it'll stay until you click again, and then broadcast to others how it show.
Okay, can you see it?
I think so. Is there not a wall of fire icon?
It probably is, but this is
Although
easier for me right now.
I did notice that those assets are not up to date for the current sizes for certain spells. So
Yeah,
that's
that
one
makes
of the
sense. Is that about right, Telf?
Yeah. And then they're right in it, but the damage side of the wall would be more going up north, like
Okay.
on top, whichever direction. Towards the top on that side, yeah.
That makes sense. You don't want to burn yourself? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Wall of Fire has a 3x1 segment, so you can draw as many as you want, and it shows which side the flames.
Ooh, nice.
And Dex save DC 17.
Dex save. Okay, you can remove your line. Dexterity save for left and right. Failure and failure.
Okay.
Ooh, 27 fire damage.
So I like to think of it as this fire roars and rages up from the ground and catches onto them. You see the fire reaching out as if to be slashing at them and attacking them. Whelps, burning marks, etc., etc.
Yeah, tell us a story on the frost roll on the left, Tom.
Okay. So as these flames are reaching out, trying to grab at them, the one it does bring down, you see him try to escape away from it. And similar to before, you see where they kind of reach around him. But in this instance, he is in so much pain that it's almost like the flames wrapping around the front of him are telling him to go back to escape the pain. And as he does, the flames engulf him even more, pulling him to the ground until he's incinerated.
And soon, little more than a charred husk remains. Anything else on your turn?
Yes, Talith will spend the rest of his movement. It's 20. Moved right there, and then he will bonus. Oh, wait, no, you can't do 2 spells on 1 turn, can you?
And the other one has to be a cantrip.
Okay, then he will do nothing more.
Sit down. Yeah, you can see fear blooms on the face of this larger troll as flames were up. It immediately was leaping away from those flames up onto the rocks, latching onto them there. There's a snarl from the creatures. It looks at you hatefully, Tal, and then begins to climb upward. Bits of rock and debris are falling down. It's climbing for the top.
Well, for the record, the feeling is mutual.
There are curls of dark smoke and a fortunately pleasant scent of cooking meat fills the air. Aloysius.
What is things do not have a service that be required at all, so they're going to retreat first. Okay. But him.
So just to be 100% sure, the troll that's scaling the cliff, does it clearly seem to be fleeing or like potentially repositioning and like to
If you
sailing?
want to dig deeper into its intentions, I would allow you to take an insight action to preserve, to study the creature.
As my action though, right?
Yeah, if you want to know for sure.
Do I have a line of sight? I think I have a line of sight on the leftmost troll, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Does it seem badly hurt?
Seems strong. Seems standing, ready to fight.
All right, then I'll speed towards it and go by Ashen's side.
Ashen, as Hercule runs up to join you in battle, you do have the option of dealing damage to him with your spell if you'd like to.
Ashen ponders a moment. Let's hold his action.
Go here and I'll enter Flurry of Blows. And I'll attack for first time with my quarterstaff.
So yeah, you're spending your bonus action on Flurry of Blows, right? To increase the number of attacks you can take? Cool.
Nice. I fumbled drastically and I just the staff completely misses.
Oh no, yeah, just bounces off the creature's hard elbow. Doesn't seem phased at all. So a natural one automatically fails, right? Are there any book actual consequences? No.
Okay. And so I'll recoil from the bull and use that inertia to try to strike a second time. 28. Actually, that is a crit for me.
Ooh.
So I'll deal.
You get another die roll, right?
Yeah, this is the one I'll add the modifier. So it's 16 total of force damage. And I attempt to topple the troll with that. So I swipe at its legs and I try to trip it with the. And I kind of, it seems to almost hit even before, slightly before the staff physically actually touches the troll. Kind of like there's energy, unseen energy around the staff. That's how I picture this
awesome.
force damage kind of feeling.
Love it. Is it a saving throw?
Yes, this DC is. $18.
And what variety?
That is important detail. It is a con save.
It makes it so you hit its powerful legs, but it's got a strong stance.
Also, as I'm striking, as I'm spinning, do I notice if Ashen is hurt at all, or seems in fairly good shape?
Ashen does not look bloodied to you.
Okay. And I forget which troll was. There's none that were prone, right?
One was previously prone, but it's gotten up since then.
Stood up. And the red icon, what does that mean on the one on the bottom right?
That means that one is bloodied.
Bloodied.
So I use that red icon exclusively for when a player or a creature or something is bloodied. That means under half hit points.
Okay. Yeah. Well, actually, I can still put that in lore because basically I didn't see it previously in my line of action. Now I see that one is bloodied, so I may try to focus my attacks on that one if it's more damage to try to at least down one of the two. So I use 2 of my attacks. I'll move a little closer here. And yeah, my third attack I'll use on this one.
Do you have something that stops that creature from taking an attack of opportunity against you?
I do not. I used my bonus action.
All right. Oh, interesting, actually. Just barely. Yeah, it will take a swipe at you as you go.
Are you not mobile?
I am, but only when I use certain actions. Oh,
Does an 18 hit your armor class?
thanks to the focus ability I used initially, it does not hit me.
Ooh, nice, yeah. Yeah, this claw comes swiping at you, but you're too fast.
I'll speed towards the rightmost troll, and I'll try to attack it with another quarterstaff attack.
Sounds good.
$21. Is that a hit?
21 hits.
21 hits? Okay. Alright. So also another con save, 18, and I'll roll damage. No, 13 force damage.
Do damage first. And as you're striking the creature, you are feeling that this creature is certainly resistant to your damage, but you are hurting it.
Okay, so force damage still resisting. Okay.
And let me roll the con save. Yeah. It's a failure, I believe.
Yeah. Alright, I'll attack another time. Yep.
And did that knock it prone?
It would, yeah. Toppled, knocks prone. And yeah, third attack. Actually, this was my third attack, so fourth attack. Yeah, I'll attack again with the quarterstaff. 25.
Hits.
Your advantage there, yeah?
Yeah. You could get a critical.
I do not.
Unlucky.
Well, again, force damage. Actually, this time I don't know their resistances or anything. I haven't faced them yet so far with the... Actually I did. Yeah, in the first few hits, they felt resistant to it. Yeah, so I'll keep using force. But yeah, I managed to trip it, and then once it's tripped, I attack with I try to stab, a stabbing motion with the staff once it's on the ground.
All right, more blood splatters out in snow. This one's getting hurt bad.
Yeah, I'll attack a fifth and final time. I imagine it hits, but it's not a critical.
22 does hit.
And 10 of force damage again, so I just keep pummeling it on the ground as much as I can to try to subdue it.
Excellent. Blow after blow landing on the creature, blood splattering in the snow. It's hurt bad, but still capable of fighting.
At the end of my flurry, I'll go back into like a defensive position and try to protect both myself and Ashen. Although I don't think Ashen needs protection, and that ends my turn.
Sounds good. Ashen, your turn.
Ashen watches Harkul swoop in and start pummeling the two creatures surrounding him. And when he sees it turn to the bloodied one, he's like, "Good, Harkul. Attack the weaker ones to thin their numbers." And he spins, stowing his battle axe and pulling out his war pick, and slams it down onto the creature that Harkul just knocked prone. That a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Actually, I did not roll advantage, so let me
Advantage,
roll
yeah.
one more time. Still. So it will take 5 piercing, 7 psychic, and 4 radiant damage.
Or 4, 2, 10. Creature's flailing in the snow at this point, slashing you, trying to get up to its feet. Blood all over the snow.
And Ashen will take the dodge action. The creature will be disadvantaged on its next attack due to the war pick strike.
Disadvantage next attack.
That's my turn.
Sav, you're up.
Oh. He still looks bloody, right?
Peach still bloodied, yes.
Oh, that's fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, in that case, Sav gives a brief, harried look toward Peach, still gasping on the ground, although at least finally up. Mumbles like a sorry, and waves a hand in her direction and is going to cast Healing Word. Let's see it. 2nd level. For a massive 7. Although it didn't seem to have actually added the upcast.
Do you need to manually roll it up?
It's because it was
Yeah,
2
I'm just-
ones.
No, but it only did the first level version. So it'll be a total of 11 hit points.
Thank you.
And
Peach
then
and Kate both genuinely appreciate it. This was very useful.
And then they will move forward a wee bit to essentially just kind of try and bracket Peach so that if anything comes for them, then it'll... She's not the primary target, but is also going to turn their attention toward the troll that's climbing up the cliff, and their eyes narrow, evaluating the distance. It's basically just, even though it's up high, we're just using the ruler distance in a straight line.
Not necessarily. I'll just give you a quick estimate.
Is it within 90 feet? Because that's the range. Maybe.
Yes.
Okay. Then they pull out the same, make a snapping motion with the hand that has the same bracer as they used before, but instead of a knife, a dagger this time. Actually, no. I think it'll be the other hand number. With the other bracer hand, they throw it a hand, and a slim golden line arrows out, vanishes momentarily in the space between, and then emerges next to the troll to grab at it, and I'm going to cast a cantrip. Grabber, aka Thornlet. Oh, it's a critical. So
You're doing really good with these crits today.
yeah, I fear what happens in the next session. Is that right? Hang on. 3d6 plus 1d6.
You said that.
Would...
You said it tries to pull the creature. It pulls the creature 10 feet toward you, right?
10 feet, yep.
Yeah. So.
And then because I hit it with a... Oh, sorry.
I was saying as you latch on the creature and it pulls it, you see its claws slip free of the rocks, and it falls. It lets go, or it's pulled off of the rocks and tumbles down, landing prone in the wall of fire. Yeah, so it'll take damage
when
from
it hits
falling.
the ground. I'm going to use my reaction to use something I've never actually had a chance yet to do because nothing has fallen around me, and we'll use my cost feature to add 2d10 to that fall damage.
Excellent. Alright, so let's do the fall damage first. So what, it fell 60 feet, so 6... is it 66? Falling damages?
Yeah, I think it is 1d6 per 10 feet of damage? Or 10 feet of fall?
Yeah, so we'll roll up to 10, so 66 plus 2, 8d6. Do you want to roll it, or should I roll it?
Right, let's see how it's doing.
Right.
Not bad, not bad. 35. Bludgeoning, and then I'll roll the extra 2d10. So that is 46 bludgeoning damage on top of the 16 piercing damage, which I'm not sure that rolled correctly, but it's fine. We can add another 2d6 maybe. From the cantrip in their action. As it falls, for a moment, it doesn't accelerate more because that's not how physics works, but it does seem to land a lot more heavily than it should. There's like an actual little crater as it falls into the wall of fire.
You see a plume of blood splatter against the rocks as you've bloodied this creature. Now, it is entering this already existing wall of fire. Can you click the wall of fire spell so that we can be reminded if it takes damage upon entering or finishing?
Yeah, I believe it does. Let me go ahead and send it, though. I think I have to cast it. Oh. Yeah, I have to cast it to send it, but hang on. I believe it says when it enters it for the first time on a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So it will take wall of fire damage. Alright. Sav and Taloth together. Tell me a story.
Well, I did my bit with pulling it in, so Joshua, feel free.
Okay, so yeah, as this creature falls, hits the ground heavier than it should, and creates this crater into the ground, the flames disperse for a moment as that crater is created, and then almost like wild animals surrounding its prey, it swirls around into the crater, seeps through its body, goes through its wounds that it's taken from damage and from hitting the ground. And he burns from the inside before the outside burns. You see flames coming out of his eyes and wrapping around him before he joins his friend into the crisp.
Nicely done.
And Talith gives a metaphorical high five to Sav.
I was actually going to say high five.
Yeah, I think for that unlikely and amazing combo, everyone gains an inspiration as your morale is lifted.
Nice.
Anything left on your turns?
No, I think that's good. I think the bird bull thing that Tal's not involved with anyone at the moment is going to try and hike up that this way again.
All right. Peach Pine, coming back to consciousness. Yeah, you are awake and alert, though in pain. You realize you were just holding your rifle. Where is it? It's not with you.
Peach uses half of her movement to sit up or stand up. She looks around her, sees Mosrael appear out of nowhere, sees Sav, sees the little Velt, and she just goes, this is... I think this might be... I think I need a minute to patch myself up. She's going to move down toward the stones next to Sav, but as she walks down, she's going to cast Dimension Door into the stone and open it up like it's the door to an inn. And she's going to reappear, hopefully, at the top of the cliff on the left. And that will be your turn.
And move yourself to where you're appearing.
Could you write me, though? So I'm not prone anymore? Thanks. All right, all set.
Peach is up on the cliff top. Merrick, having handed off the potion to Vent without even looking, then turns and runs to help Vax's flank on the far side of that creature. And comes in swinging with the sword. Hit. Slashes into the creature's back for 21 damage, which will get reduced because it's slashing. But I think it is actually Bax that did it, but that creature is bloodied. You see some blood splatter out into the snow. Yeah, and Merrick shuts out. We've got them. Stay strong. Mosrael.
I need 1 second to figure out what I'm going to do because Peach moved out of reach.
Did you want to come with? Last time I brought somebody with me, I broke the world.
Let's not do that again. One breaking of the world is plenty.
Yeah, I think Sean and I were trapped in the Upside Down for the rest of that campaign.
Minus a full 6 seconds.
I guess I can move to have a clear line of sight on the one fighting Bax and the other person whose name I've already forgotten.
Merrick of Yorlin.
Who's who's up the path from me with the red hair?
That's Caspian.
Okay. And that's Aloysius, the goat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll move to have a clear line of sight on this troll, and I'm gonna cast. I'll cast Sorcerer's first, and please remind me, since I was not here, we know that they're resistant to certain kinds of damage that I've seen, correct?
Yeah, you had heard Talith call out that silver and fire work against them.
Okay, this will do fire damage then. Does a 17 hit?
You have a D4 to that as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, before I even do that, I forgot. I have to roll a d20 at the beginning of this turn because I forgot at the end of the last turn. And if I get a 20, then something happens.
Sure, do it.
Nothing happens this time. Phew. Okay. I add a d4. So let's make that a 18 for Sorcerer's Burst.
Okay, if that does hit, tell us what this spell looks like. What are people seeing?
Let's see. Mossrael utters an incantation and swirls that that stick again and points it at the creature. And this time, a blast of flame comes shooting out of the top crystal and strikes the creature. And let me look at my damage. How do you see the damage breakdown? Oh, it didn't roll damage.
You can click that little button. Yeah. That's an 8. Is that an 8? Oh, it rolled 3d8.
It did, but I only wait. How did I roll 0? Oh, it adds. Wait, why does it add a 0? It's supposed to be 3d8 plus 4. That's not right. So add 4 to that, because the math is that is not correct.
Sounds good. And what type of damage was this?
Fire.
Fire, excellent. So that's going to be 12 points of fire damage.
Wow. It's so good.
Well, it's
let's see.
about the
So that
same
was my
amount of
action.
damage everyone else has been doing because they resist everything else.
Hold on, let me see if there's anything else I can do. Still have a fair number of things on the field. I've never used Wild Shape before, but I'm really tempted to do it just for the hell of it. Because I know I can also cast some spells in that form, so that would be fun. Yeah. She sees the flame shoot out, and she's like, ugh, I feel so weak in this form. And you see her transform into a creature. She is going to become a direwolf.
Ooh, what does your transformation look like?
I don't know. I've never had any character transform into something before. I think that for her, it's like a cloud appears around her for a moment. It's bright and shining, like kind of like when a cloud passes in front of the sun, and as it drifts away like a fog, you see a white direwolf in front of you snarling, and that'll be my turn.
Beautiful. I'll find an icon for you if you don't want, unless you want to make one yourself.
No, you can find me.
Yeah, but just as flames lick across that creature's body from Mossrio's attack, the troll, snarling in pain, is going to attempt to lash out. Axe and Merrick.
First attack has disadvantage.
Disadvantage, and that's the one going at Vex. It's a 16. Is that going to hit you, Vex?
Misses.
Swipes just by. And then, because it's not attacking you, it also has disadvantage against Merrick, right?
Let me
Goading
double
attack,
check.
right?
Was that goading attack, right?
No. Goading attack is not effective because that's only good for
Just
up
one
to
attack?
the end of my next turn. Yeah. That disadvantage was from Sap. So this next attack will be regular.
Okay, gotcha. So it swings around, swiping at Merrick. 17 will not hit Merrick's armor class, though. Now he gets his shield up. There's a scrape and a flash of sparks. Squire, your turn.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking at the two different trolls, seeing they don't look so great. He's gonna take aim at the one closest and reaches into the quiver and grabs out another regular arrow. He's gonna steady his aim on the one close by and try to sneak an arrow in there. Okay, so that is a 25 to hit with what looks like 23 regular piercing damage from a regular arrow.
So we're talking about this troll over here, right?
Yeah, the one with backs.
Oh, okay.
And that has the Vex property, so he's going to knock another arrow and take another shot, another in quick succession. Again.
This one's in bad shape. That arrow looks like it probably hit an organ.
Yep, reaches for another regular arrow in his quiver, feeling out, and then...
Wait, that 14, that extra 14, what was that? Oh, for advantage, okay.
Yeah. And that's another 8 regular piercing damage with just a regular arrow at that same one.
More blood splatters across backs this time. The creature's hurt bad, but still fighting, snarling, slashing in all directions.
Okay, yep, and that is vexed once again, but Ethan will move a little to sort of reposition, and as he begins to move, he passes by Vent and claps him on the shoulder and says, "Good hands on that potion, kid," and repositions.
Thanks, Squire.
That's the end of his turn.
Next to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna. hey, we're still learning mechanics and stuff. I'm going to drop Bless and cast Hunter's Mark on this troll in front of me.
Okay. Real quick, give me a reminder on Vex, because I know you'd said that at the end of your turn, Squire.
With Vex, when you successfully make an attack against a creature, the next attack you have against that same creature before the end of your next turn, you have advantage with.
Again, that's your attack, not any attack.
Correct, just my attack.
So I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on this thing, and when I do, and this is something that I should have done in the very first combat that we did, I have an ability called Hunter's Lore, where any creature marked by my Hunter's Mark, I immediately know its immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities.
Excellent. Yep, its resistances are everything except for silver and fire.
It's resistant to everything but silver and fire.
Yes.
Damn, that's hefty. Yeah. I'm going to I'm gonna attack. First attack. We'll have Colossus Slayer on it as well. That'll be 35 to hit.
35 surprisingly will hit the creature.
Crazy. That is 4 piercing plus 2 radiant, and an additional 8 from Colossus Slayer and 6 from Hunter's Mark.
Okay. What's your... Sorry, so... You're doing 8 plus 2 plus 6 plus...
The... Yeah, it's 8 piercing plus 2 radiant, and then the Colossus Slayer and Hunters are, for whatever reason, included in the attack roll, not the damage. So it's that random D8 and D6 that are up there.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And is it still up?
Bax, Demir, tell me a story.
Between Merrick and Squire, while this thing is kind of pinned, its back turned away from the immediate attack from Squire, Bax will kind of will dive down and like leverage himself, bouncing off of the creature's knee to slash at its throat with his spear as he dives across it and takes it down.
It's the ground. Blood splatters out across the snow, and powder's thrown up into the air. The creature's defeated. What was your...
And knowing that there are additional creatures south, Bax will take his movement and begin going that way, and that will be his turn.
Yeah, Caspian says, we've got him on the run now. And he starts moving south. Well, moving down the map. Yeah, he's going to take his short bow and fire an arrow. The one just above. Yeah, 19 hits. Just a regular arrow, though. You see an arrow fly and stick into the shoulder of the creature. And Caspian says, hit another one. The one there in front of Ashen and Harkul gets him. Its feet finally clawing you away enough to stagger up. And it is going to lash out at each of you with claws. Does it have disadvantage?
It has disadvantage on his first attack.
Okay, which is going at Harkul.
He takes damage first, though, right? Because he starts his turn.
No, it's end.
Yeah, it's end now. They changed it.
Wait. That's really unfortunate.
Well, they made a thing better where when you move, it can do damage.
Oh, okay. So you can, like, force people to get into it. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. But first attack, coincidentally, going at Harkul won't have disadvantage. Does a 19 hit your armor class? That too fast claw swipes by, and it clashes at the other one at Ashen, also disadvantaged.
I'm dodging.
It's a 21 hit your armor class?
It does not.
Ooh. Sparks in the air, scraping against the armor. Raven stands unmoved.
Please roll a wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw. Success.
So 18 on the die, that'll be 9, so 5 radiant damage.
It's in bad shape. Some of the paper ravens are landing on the creature now, plucking blood lash out of its wounds. They can sense death is near. Down behind those rocks, creature had been felled by Squire's arrows. You see a clawed hand grab up onto the rocks. Creature climbs its way on top, snarling. So many of its wounds have been healed. Creature's still bloodied, but it's back in the fight.
I kept my concentration on it, damn.
Creature there maneuvers so that Ashen and Hercule are both into its reach. It's going to attack Ashen first. Disadvantaged for dodging. Oh, fully misses. Hits your shield. No harm at all. It'll make its second attack against Hercule. Does it have anything to give it disadvantage on this attack? Don't think so.
Not from me.
Does a 20 hit your armor class? Okay.
20 would hit.
Yeah, so-
I will, however, deflect the attack.
Ooh, tell us about that.
So is it, just to understand, is it like one clean swipe, or is it
Yeah, let's say it is.
one clean swipe? Okay. So as the attack gets to Harkul, he'll try to, again, like similarly as the original attack last session, like, he'll try to direct like the momentum of the hit, so not like outright like bat it away, but more like redirect it like in a flow. And so I have to roll. A die 10. Okay. I'll reduce the damage by 20.
Oh, very nice. You take 10.
And so 9 of those are the temporary hit points that I gained from. I'm trying to remember all the names. There's so many names right now.
Probably from Sav.
Sav, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was nine temporary.
So does that take?
Thank you,
Is
Sav.
that 1 point of damage you take?
Yeah.
Very nicely done.
So I picture really like trying to redirect most of the blow, and then like some of the claw still stays, and there's just like, I don't know what provides the temporary hit points from your ability, Sav.
It looks like a shimmering sheath of energy, almost prismatic in a way that only really shows when something hits you.
Nice. So I picture like the shimmering field sort of like mainly taking the blow, and then just like a little sliver of blood like.
Very nice. All right, and that creature is ending its turn in the ravens.
Please roll wisdom save.
It's a success.
So half of 24 is 12, so 6 radiant damage.
Oh, wait. Put the damage on the creature first. Yep. More slashes of these paper ravens across the creature's body, but it's still looking fierce. Vent. Eyes go wide. What? No, that one went down. How? And you see him. He glances over at Squire and then looks down at his pouch and he starts fishing through his pouch, digging around for something special. Comes up with a small, shiny stone. Puts it into his sling. Starts spinning it around. Come on! Fires it through the big troll. This is a good one. The 26 to hit. A little vent to 17 points of silver damage. You see that creature fixes its eyes onto Vent. Snarls. Talith, your turn.
After seeing this thing get whapped in the face, Talith will let out a sigh, and then he will begin to walk towards the creature. Oh, right there. And he will cast Chromatic Orb at 3rd level. I don't think I have this one set up for attack, so I have to do it manually, but it's going to be fire. Oh, it is set up.
Ooh, 25 hits. Oh wait, the thing vanished. How do I? Oh, you clicked it up. That was visually very confusing. Wait,
No,
says
I clicked it.
You clicked it. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Like, can I click damage on other people's stuff? Because that's awesome.
Yeah. I was like, okay, so 25 hits. I will let Alp roll his own damage. So you can
Yeah,
click the
that's fair.
button.
I was trying to reveal the damage. I was like, what's the damage?
No, that was Ashen. Talith, click your own damage.
Wait, okay, is mine, because I think mine's rolling as tests, so does that mean no one can really see it?
No, we can't see it.
Quick, everybody, click that damage.
Everyone click damage for Talith.
I have 4 talents on here to choose from. I'm not sure which one is the right one, but I'm gonna just pick one. See if this
Wait, when you click damage, what's it doing?
Oh no, sorry, it was whenever I was trying to make it stop rolling as test. It says as, and it says as test. My other options are 4 different talents.
I blame you.
I'm just gonna do this.
Oh, it's because you can decide which character you roll as. Yeah.
Interesting. That's so weird. Why?
Oh wait, so that's only the first level. I gotta do 2 more D8 because I'm casting it at 3rd level.
Okay.
I think that's all 3D8, D8, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
but I'm
two?
casting it at 3rd level, so it adds 2 more D8 because that's at level 1. Okay, so that's 25 damage.
Okay. You double check the damage on that. It's 3d8 at level 1?
Yeah, hang on, let me link it again.
Okay.
Here it is, yeah.
I might have missed. Oh, okay.
interesting. Okay, cool. So it's 25 total fire damage, right?
Yes.
Also, you rolled 2 7s and 2 2s?
Wait, what? Hold up. Where do you see? So
You
in
can see it. Oh, wait, sorry, that's. Wait, no, yeah, on the damage rolls. That's what happens, right?
I see 7 2 2.
There's a 7 4 5 for the first level roll, and then a 7 2 2. Oh,
Oh,
wait.
Oh, that was
that
Ashen.
was
Sorry.
that was Ashen. Yeah.
Regardless. No, actually, it still came out the same, because there's 2 2s and there's 2 7s.
So 21 plus 4, 25. That's right. 25?
25. Yeah.
yeah, 11 plus 14.
Okay. Yeah. So 25 fire damage? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that blast of fire hits the creature, and its skin... Oh, go ahead, press.
There's also the secondary effect when you roll 2 dice with the same number.
Oh, that's right. It was the same number.
That's
yeah.
why I was calling out the 2 2s and the 2 7s.
I see. Yes, it does. Oh, well, I think it allows it to bounce to another creature. I don't know what the range is. Let me see.
30
Within
feet.
30 feet.
Okay.
Oh, I guess there's nothing.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can choose yourself.
Hey, he's not suicidal yet, but maybe we'll get there.
But consider...
I'm right behind you.
Consider, if you hit yourself and you do it again, you could hit Bax.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Okay.
And then you could daisy chain.
Teamwork.
All right. Yeah. The blast hits the creature, blowing charred flesh and blood out into the snow. The creature's badly wounded, but still crazed. Its eyes fix onto Talith. Blood dripping from its mouth down into the snow. One of its tusks has been cracked by the force of the blast. Aloysius, your turn.
Oh, wait.
Oh, or Talith.
I still have, so he's going to, as a bonus action, trigger his Witch's Bolt, which was from before he died. I'll link it again. I'll have to roll for this one manually.
Man, there's no reason to think the spell would end.
Alright, and that's 1d12. Let's see. Okay.
Rude.
What does that have to?
1 minimum, so it's still. So there's a little
actually light it.
spark.
You actually light a cigar for it.
I think it is concentration, though. And it's also Wall of Fire's concentration, I believe.
Oh, wait. Is it concentration?
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing, yeah, I see in these spell descriptions they've removed like what's concentration and stuff like that from the little quick click. That's terrible. I wish that was still there.
Oh, wait. Yeah, because mine just shows... It says, wait, casting time action, 60 feet, 1 minute, 1 target within range. Oh, there it is, yeah. Concentration. Whoops. My bad. Just kidding. He doesn't get a cigar lit.
Yeah, that makes it especially confusing. Okay. Well, you still then have your bonus action. Do you want to do anything with it?
He will use his bonus action to let out one more, and he will end his turn.
Aloysius, you're good.
Good.
Does Aloysius want to do anything? If you said spoke, I didn't hear you.
Oh, did it not transmit?
Mm.
I bleeded,
Ah.
and he doesn't do anything. I guess my microphone thought that wasn't something that should be conveyed.
These mountains have natural noise reduction. Talth, as you stand there before the troll up on the rocks in front of you, blood and charred flesh dripping down onto the ground, it snarls down at you, fixing its eyes. And then you catch a bit of movement, a shadow against the rocks, and then swooping down from the storm, an enormous shape hits that large troll, taking it off of the rocks. A gargantuan creature
Oh, no.
lands, hitting the ground, shaking the earth beneath you. It tears into this troll, ripping its limbs apart. The troll is screaming in pain. Like anyone who's been in this land for, we'll say, more than a year. Yeah, to make a history check.
Sorry, where do we make history checks at?
On the left-hand side of the screen, under ability scores, there's skills.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Okay. I got a 22.
Yo, the music that I have playing just like started this weird electric like guitar death metal thing as soon as this thing landed, and it's terrifying.
Excellent.
I can't listen to the Roll20 music because it gives me anxiety. When it's battle music, I just can't.
Peach, you should roll as well. Remember, you have advantage on these rolls.
Okay. Oh, right, yeah. Thank you.
Ooh. Well, we're going to give it to the bard because, Peach, you've heard a tale once or twice in the taverns that you've served of a beast for which the Daggered Spine Mountains are named. Something fabled to exist, but thought to have only perhaps been a myth. You've heard the description, many wings, cerulean feathers. This is Summit, the Daggered Spine, the lord of these mountains. It takes this troll in its mouth, crunching down, blood spluttering outward. You can see its tongue lap the blood. It, for a moment, cast all of its eyes to you. It seems to have its prize. And the beat of its wings, it begins to lift into the air. The wind strong enough to almost knock all of you down before it catches itself on the strong currents above these rocks and is carried toward the summit. And that is where we will end for tonight.
Wait, no, I want to chase after it. Think of the trophy.
Bax runs after it, saying, "Bring me, bring me!"
I mean,
You do the
If you wanna-
helicopter thing where you like grab its feet and then dangle on.
if you're interested in the hunt, I'm just saying.
Darn, I am very sad I didn't get one more turn. So I was really excited to do something, but I won't be here next week. So good luck, don't die, guys.
Bye, have a good week.
I mean, I don't
Immediately
really-
turns into wolf and
now.
immediately disappears.
Apparently.
But as this creature flies into the west, vanishing into the storm, you can feel that pull drawing you west, deeper into the mountains. Good job, guys.
Also, I didn't realize I can choose up to a 3 challenge rating, so I could have become something so much bigger.
Ho ho.
Could you become as big as the blue thing? Because that would have been a hell of a kaiju fight.
No.
I
Right.
could be a giant scorpion. What else?
Chris,
Yeah,
can
it's a
you
giant
give us
scorpion,
the-
still just like medium size.
I don't know. Apparently, I can't read that because, like, don't we have access to the 2024 source book?
You should.
Yeah, but it still won't let me look at it I wish you could like add what forms you can choose to your character sheet like through the sheet picker. It doesn't let you do that. So like even though I have access to it in the campaign, I can't look at it in the regular like list, which is very annoying.
Yeah, I think it's just in early access right
D&D Beyond?
now. Monsters Manual.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was out, but I didn't realize it was only early access.
Chris, I want to be a hellhound. I can be a hobgoblin captain.
It has to be a beast, I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I think you have to have seen it before.
Okay, that helps me filter. Thank you. I have to have seen it before?
But like, say you saw it in your dreams.
Or a book.
Or you drew it yourself.
Did y'all see that dump truck that Summit was carrying around? This is all Peach, man. You're the bard. Go for it.
What if I want to be a swarm of
You
rats?
are into monsters, guys. I mean, I guess we don't know that.
You all don't know anything about Peach, okay? you make assumptions about glances and looks and her saying that she's pleased to meet somebody.
We know you're into blue guys, so
It is blue. We don't know it's a guy.
A blue person. One. So far.
At a time. One at a time.